A new day in Sanak Garh started with the blossoming of flowers and chirping of birds. Dadu prepared the breakfast for kids while they were asleep. Both of them were snoring. Dadu said, "Wake up, kids. It's already late." Chotu said, "Please, Dadu, let us sleep. Today is Sunday, and you must know Sunday is fun day." Dadu said, "Of course I know, dear, that Sunday is your day. Okay, go and sleep again. But I will eat the breakfast and will open the old trunk myself." Chotu and Dholu got up immediately and said, "Old trunk?" Dadu started laughing and said, Yes, old trunk. I visited the storeroom yesterday, where I saw an old trunk there." Chotu asked, "Daduji, what is present in it?" Dholu questioned, "What did it contain?" Dadu said, "I don't remember now, as it was one of my childhood belongings." Dholu said, "Dadu, let's just open it." Chotu said, "Please, Dadu, let's open it together. I'm dying from curiosity." Dadu said, Stop. Don't try to act smart. We will first have our breakfast and then we'll clean the house. And in the end, we will open it." Dholu said, "Dadu, it's not right." Dadu said, No, kid. It's right and fair. Now get up quickly." Dadu set the table and the three of them had their breakfast. Then Dadu said, "Kids, now start cleaning the house." Dadu cleaned the utensils and kitchen. Chotu cleaned the garden. He collected the dry leaves from the small garden behind the home and then dumped them in the dustbin. Dholu took the broom and started sweeping the house. After about 2 hours of hard work, their work finally finished. Chotu and Dholu were taking a nap when Dadu brought the old trunk from the storeroom. Chotu and Dholu shouted together, "Hooray!" Then Dadu used a golden key and unlocked the trunk. Chotu and Dholu were looking excited. When they were about to open the trunk, the door knocked. Dadu got up to open the door. When he opened the door, Lala and Radha were standing there. Dadu asked, "What happened, kids?" Radha said, "Daduji, we wanted to play with Chotu and Dholu. Therefore we came." Both of them entered the house along with Dadu. Chotu told them the whole thing. Lala said, "Wow, it seems interesting." Radha said, "Wow, it means we came at the right moment." Chotu and Dholu started laughing. Then Dadu opened the trunk. There was a ring with a crimson stone present on the top of it. Radha said, "Amazing. Dadu, it's too pretty." There was a blanket present in the trunk. Blanket was mini and lightweight. Dadu put both the ring and blanket aside. The next thing was a box. Lala said, "What is it? Box in a trunk? I think it's something precious." Chotu said, Yes, I also feel the same." Then Dadu started searching something in the trunk. Radha asked, "What are you searching, Dadu?" Dadu said, "I'm searching for the key, kids." After 2 minutes of searching, Dadu said, "Here it is." And then he pulled out a shining silver key and opened the box. The curiosity of kids was at the peak. There was a map present in it. Dadu pulled it out. Dholu asked, "What kind of map is it?" Lala said, "Is this some kind of joke?" Dadu started laughing and said, "No, dear, it's not a joke. It's a map of precious treasure." Dadu told them about the childhood and said, "I used to play treasure hunt in my teenage. It was my favorite game." Radha asked, "Daduji, who gave you the map?" Dadu said, "Naag Devi. Actually, in the past, one day I challenged Naag Devi and said, Naag Devi ji, I am really intelligent and I think I am more intelligent than you. In fact, it is not wrong to say that I am the most intelligent person of the whole Sanak Garh. Naag Devi replied, Dadu ji, how can you be so sure about it? Dadu answered, I am really confident. You can test it. Then Naag Devi gave me the map of treasure hunt and said, if you unsolve the mystery and found the treasure, then I believe then you are the most intelligent person of Sanak Garh. I tried my best to solve the mystery, but unfortunately, I couldn't solve it. In the evening, Naag Devi said, keep the map with you, Dadu. Someone will someday use it and solve this mystery and found the treasure. On that day, he will be considered the most intelligent person of the Sanak Garh. Chotu said, wow, what an interesting story it is. Dholu asked, can we use it and try our luck? Maybe someone among us would be the most intelligent person of Sanak Garh. Dadu answered, yes, dear, you guys can try your luck too. Kids became happy. Dadu handed over the map to them. Dadu said, the ring and blanket are magical. They will help you too. Lala asked, Daduji, we don't know magic. How will we use them? Dadu said, time will teach you, kids. I cannot help you more. My turn is finished. Now it's your turn and it's your chance to prove yourself. Best of luck, dear. Kids took the map and got out of the house. Radha said, how will we find the treasure? Chotu took the map and said, treasure hunt begins. They looked the map carefully. Then Dholu said, our first hint is Babban's shop. Then the kids rushed towards the Babban's shop. Lala said, Baba, do you know something about treasure hunt? Babban started laughing and said, I don't know about treasure hunt. I only have information about laddus, jalebis, sweets. On hearing this, the kids started laughing. Babban gave them laddus. Dholu, Radha, Lalla ate the laddu, while Chotu kept the laddu in the pocket. Then Dholu opened the map again and looked at the next destination. It was just like the Mali Baba's garden. Chotu said, let's go, guys. At the same time, Radha said, guys, I think Naag Devi pranked with Daddo because he was bragging his intelligence. So, I'm out from this treasure hunt. You guys can carry on if you want to. By saying this, Radha walked towards her house. Now, Chotu, Dholu and Lalla left. They moved towards the Mali's garden. Lalla asked, Mali Baba, do you know anything about the treasure hunt? Mali Baba said, no, dear. How can I know about it? I only have information about flowers and fruits. Dholu said, try to remember, Mali Baba, try to remember. Maybe you have something to tell us. Mali said, yes, I know. I need to protect my land from the crow's attack. You can go now. Lalla said, crap, waste of time. Guys, I think Radha is right. We are just wasting our time. I'm quitting too. You guys can carry on if you want to. Lalla walked away. Chotu took some seeds from the Mali Baba and put them in the pocket. Then they opened the map again and looked carefully. Chotu asked, brother, why are you silent? What is our next destination? Dholu started trembling and said, the next spot is Chandramukhi's Black Rock. Chotu said, be brave, brother, be brave. We can do it. It's not something we cannot do. Dholu said, okay, let's go. Both of them moved towards the Black Rock. They crossed huge mountains, large forest, and long hills. Then they came to the horrible Black Rock. When they entered the region, suddenly, blanket begins to glow. Chotu said, I think it's time to use it. Dholu said, yes, it's high time to use it. Both of them covered themselves with it, and then they became transparent and invisible to human eye. They crossed the gate and entered the region of black rock. But when they entered the rock, the blanket disappeared. Dholu took out the map. Chotu asked, what happened, brother? Dholu said, we need to enter the rock. Dholu said, let's go, dear. I am horrified. Let's leave it. Let's just went back to our home. We don't need intelligence proof. Chotu said, be brave, brother. We cannot quit when we are about to reach the pinnacle. Dholu said, do it yourself. I'm quitting. Dholu went away, but Chotu gathered himself and continued his journey. There were bees here and there. These bees had long stings. Chotu said, what will I do now? Suddenly, he remembered the laddu he took from the Baban's shop. He broke the laddu into the small pieces and placed them over a stone. The bees began to hover over the sweet thing. Chotu started laughing and continued his journey. The next hurdle was a crow, which Chandramukhi kept there as her messenger. Chotu said, if the crow saw me, it will immediately tell Chandramukhi about my arrival, and she will cast a spell over me. I need to think and I need to do something. Suddenly, he remembered what Mali Baba said. He scattered the sesame seeds over a stone and hid himself behind the wall. The crow looked at the seeds and began to eat it. Chotu rushed and entered the rock. He looked here and there. Suddenly, he saw a red cross over the floor. He looked at the map and said, wow, I'm in the right direction. Yes. Suddenly, a voice came behind him. No, dear, you are wrong. Today, I will finish you. It's your last day. Chotu turned around and saw Chandramukhi was standing at his back. Chotu got frightened, but suddenly the ring began to shine. Chotu said, it's time for the action. He wore the ring and the magic occurred. Powers released from the ring. Lightning happened and Chandramukhi became a statue. Chotu started laughing. He then put the ring over the cross. Suddenly, magic and lightning occurred again. A large treasure trunk appeared. Chotu held it in his arms and started his journey back to Sanak Garh. Everybody was waiting for Chotu's arrival because Naag Devi informed everyone that Chotu won the treasure case and is now the most intelligent person of Sanak Garh. Dadu was feeling proud. Suddenly, Lala started shouting, the champion is here! Everybody looked at the gate of the palace. Chotu was coming along with the treasure trunk. Everyone clapped for him. Rajaji said, Chotu, you are a blessing, dear. You made us proud. May God bless you, son. Naag Devi awarded Chotu an intelligence badge and opened the trunk. The trunk was full of jewels and gold. Everyone clapped again for Chotu.